everyone, and welcome to Malaysian Super Series 2009. My name is Charmaine Poo and I'm your host. We are here in Sepang International Circuit and it's a great day. The sun is out. It is really hot. But guess what? The crowd loves it. Just check out the crowd behind me. They're all geared up for the round one of the Bikers Championship. And to recap what's been happening, there is 5 categories that's being competed. Of course, it is Super Sports. And following that is the Super Bikes, also known as Super Stock. And other categories is Bikers Mag 150 Cup. And then the Moto Trader, which is also known as Aprilia RS 125 Challenge Cup. And last but not least, the production bike. It's going to be a great day, very exciting, with lots of adrenaline rush. So stay tuned, stay with us and the crowd as we bring you exclusive updates.
Thank you very much, Charmaine Poo. Yes, this is the Malaysian Super Series for this year. It's round 1. We've got even this young man, Yasuhiro Kuhara, who's been a feature here. We've got that bike number 50. That belongs to Ahmad Zamani, man who comes from a family of races. As you see, action by the wall. Not forgetting, of course, everyone just getting themselves all tuned up for action on the track. When I mention this particular series, we've got actually a fabulous series going. We've got even number 77, Ramon Azram there, a man who's been around for quite so many races right here. Not forgetting a man from India. We've got Joshua Sri on number 3 there, and he is also getting himself all primed up for really super action right here at the Sepang International Circuit. Don't forget, we've also got the production bike, the Bikers Mag. We've got lots of categories just to bring an opportunity to many of the youngsters here who will try their hand right here for round 1. Don't forget, everything will be held at the North Track, which is the first part of the Sepang International Circuit. At the start and finish, right on to turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, into turn 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and then back on to rejoin the main track itself. Well, looking at how things went last year, actually, when you look upon the grids, they were really packed. And that sort of indicates the sort of interest, the sort of following that this MSS series have really been able to attract from the local public, not forgetting, of course, from Singapore. We've even had a girl, a lady who took part last year, Akma, but I do not know whether she will be here for 2009. But looking at the thrills and spills that really went on last year, it really brought out the best of the riders. And when you look at the full grid, well, that's the Superbikes. On the far left, we've got, of course, Ahmad Zamani, we've got Kuhara, we've got quite a number. They really showed fantastic riding skills, they honed their skills, and they really showed what it means to be part of the Malaysian Super Series. And this series has grown from strength to strength, making it one of the fabulous series for motor racing, not only for bikes, but also for cars of the local scene. Well, as we see Yasuhiro Kuhara, who took a fall, and that was him trying to get back on track. But looking at the smaller bikes also brought in a lot of excitement from the local boys who really turned on the style, not only trying to get their bikes on the very limit, but also trying to learn the skills of riding well. And that's Ben Odgers on that bike. He was champion of the Superbikes last year. He rode a tremendous, very strong showing. Not forgetting Ahmad Zamani, who is waving there. And as we see the bikers moving out on the track, that really shows you that the support from the local riders was simply tremendous. And the results for the race 1 of production bikes was won by Muhammad Rizal Jantan, who's been around for quite some time. Ahmad Nasrul Baharuddin took 2nd place, and R. Karigalan was 3rd on bike number 19. As for the results for race 1 for Bikers Mag 150 Cup, Muhammad Tarmizi won it from Muhammad Rizal Jantan. Akmal Faiz Hamdi was 3rd on bike number 9, and Ahmad Nasrul, bike number 4, took 4th place. With regard to the Motor Trader Junior Race 1, won by Muhammad Zakwan Zaidi, a newcomer, Zach Levy, a foreigner, took second place, and in third was Amirul Haziq Muhammad Azmi on bike number 18. With regard to Motor Trader Open race 1, Gianluca Lozzi won it from Ahmad Razif Sulaiman. In third spot went to number 7, Mazrul Run Muhammad Abidin. And as for the Superbikes novice category, race 1 won by Keith Parrott, number 46. Lok Ki Ho took second spot, and third went to Anas Shazlan Azizan. And as for the Superbikes Open category, race 1 was won by Yasuhiro Kuhara. Ahmad Zamani on bike number 50 took second spot, and third went to Ismail Swaji. And as for the Super Sports novices, that is 600cc bikes, race 1 went to Yusran Yahir. Mohammad Irwan took second spot, and Hairun Nizam took third place. And as for the Super Sports Open category, race 1 was won by Aslan Shah. Second went to Nils Uchida Zakariasen, and Ahmad Faiz Yahya took third place. As for the Super Stock, a new category this year, for race 1 went to Joshua Sri, number 3. Second was Mohammad Ikram Khalid, and third went to Martin Poe.
We're at Team Louis Moto and we have Super Sports rider Shaiful Bahari here. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions. First off, in the qualifying round, you actually finished at number 3. What happened just now?
Yeah, I started on the third on the grid, and I had a very terrible start. And during the start, at least about 10 to 12 bikes passed me. When I entered the first turn, I was like in the middle of the pack, so I was desperate to catch up. So lap by lap, I overtake quite a number of people until to the point where I get in the position of 4th.
Yes.
And then on lap 4, I tried to go into 3rd position desperately, and I crashed at turn 2.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty confident with our tires setup, bike setup. So yeah, but then at the end of the day, we were just pushing too hard.
So, but afterwards at round 2, do you have a new strategy?
Brake later, overtake more people.
Hi, we're with 2 super bikers, and on my left is Kida Yosuji. That's him. And here is Sebastian Miller from Germany, from Japan and Germany. Can we ask you, how have you performed today in round 1?
I made a mistake on the start, but I tried to catch up few of my friend, which is Sebastian also.
What was the mistake that you said?
My mistake on the start.
What was that?
I didn't watch the light, the red light go off. Yes, I was watching the surrounding bike,
Right.
and suddenly they go off, and I realized I need to start, so I start. But that was fun. That was fun.
I was a little bit overexcited, so in turn 2 I had a quite bad high-sider, but I managed to keep on the bike, but my shift lever was bent, so I could not, or not so easy shift down the gears, so I was slowing down a little bit, and that's why Hija and Omar and some other guys could escape. But for next round, I think I will attack harder.
Hey everyone, to give you an update of what's happening in a super sports category, we have bike number 3, that is Aslan Shah, that is topping the chart since qualifying round. And following very closely behind him is Nils Uchida, who is doing very well as well. But number 3, Ahmad Yahya, Faiz Yahya, he is nowhere to be seen in the qualifying round, but he just zoomed in round 1. And behind him is Stephen Ong at bike number 3, who was actually only at 11th placed in the qualifying round, but he made it to top 4. Let's see what's going to happen after this. And right now, we're going to find these fantastic riders and give you an exclusive interview. Yes, we're with super sports rider Mr. Faiz Yahya. We'd like to ask you, you are a champion. We didn't see you in qualifying or timed practice, but you just zoomed in at number 3 today. What's with that?
Well, actually, I couldn't make it for qualifying yesterday, so they fined me 200 ringgit, and they asked me to start from the back of the grid, which is grid number 22. But I had a good start because I guess it's good tires today. We've got the Michelins on, so within the first lap, I caught up with a few guys, got up to the top 10 in the first lap, and from then on, I got up to second, I think, second. And I had a few mistakes because it's a new tire.
What sort of mistakes?
Well, it's like I said, it's a new tire, so I'm still learning the tire. So I think I'm going in a bit too fast in the corners. So I'm running wide in a couple of places. And because of that, the third place guy overtook me. So I tried to hang on to him, but he's a better rider. So in the end, I lost out to him about 0.9 second in the end.
For the second round and the following rounds, are there any strategy that you're going to have?
Well, obviously we're gonna start from the third grid today on the front row. So I've got my teammate next to me on the fourth grid. So it's gonna help me out a bit. So we'll see how we'll do.
And we have a new segment, and this segment will be expert advice by Tengku Jan Lei, our professional driver. Don't forget, he's also a fabulous drifter.
This week we will be talking about tires, and we will start off with measurement of the tire. There's many different sizes available, and what I'll be trying to explain to everyone is how do we measure the tire. So the tire which I have right in front of me is 225/45 R17. 225 equates to the width of the tire, 225 millimeters measured in millimeters, and 45 is the percentage of the width. So it's 45% of 225 millimeters, which equates to the height of the tire. And then you have, of course, the R17. R stands for radial, and 17 is the rim size, which is measured in inches. A very common question asked is, when do you change your tires? Now I'll be showing you how you actually measure the amount of tread you have available, and when it's time for you to change your tires. As you can see on the sidewall, there is a very small triangular marking which indicates where the tread wear indicator lies. And it's basically a very small bulge, which is total of 1.6 millimeters. Normal tread is about 7 millimeters thick. So on the new tire, you would see that it's very deep before it actually reaches the marking on the tread wear indicator. So now we move on to a used tire. So again, used tire, first of all, to look for where the indicator is to look for the arrow. So we can see the arrow here, which indicates the actual tread wear indicator. So the tread wear indicator, as mentioned, is 1.6 millimeters. So you can see at this point, the actual tread of the tire is almost flush to the tread wear indicator. Once it's totally flush, you can't use it anymore. And the recommendation for our tropical weather is to change your tires not when it reaches 1.6 millimeters, but before that, maybe 1.8, even 2 millimeters. That's because there's a lot of water on the road, and by the time it reaches 1.6 millimeters, the chances of aquaplaning is very, very high.
And now we'll take you to the Heat 2 for the races, and we begin with the production bikes. We have about 19 bikers on the grid, and as you saw, the race 1 was won by Mohammad Rizal Jantan. Let's see whether he will be able to repeat his second victory this time around. We're just about to see the start of the race. This is a 12-lap race. This is the production bike series, and this is a bike, or rather a series or an event which really sees a lot of the youngsters really learning their skills right here at the Sepang track. The track is very dry, and looking at the 19 riders, we've already got everybody going very slowly in the slowest part of this circuit, which is turn 1, turn 2, before they have a bit of opening up of the throttle for turn 3 as they then bear down on turn 4. And turn 4, they have to really watch out, because it is an extremely difficult right-hander, a right-angled turn before they go uphill, and if they don't really are not too careful, they might just end up in the gravel. But there we are looking at now the riders going through. We have number 55, Rizal Jantan. He is currently in position number 1. Don't forget, he won race 1. He had a very, very nice battle actually with Ahmad Nasrul Baharuddin. Here we're talking about number 4. Don't forget, right near these two riders, Rizal Jantan and Nasrul, really turning on the style and really riding very, very well. As you can see, Nasrul going on the inside now, and he takes the lead, taking the lead from Rizal Jantan. Well, these riders have been riding for quite a number of years. They have really shown they've picked up the skills. They are very, very skillful riders, and they're really fiercely competitive. As you see, the man number 4 riding that slightly yellow bike, which is ridden by Ahmad Nasrul Baharuddin. Don't forget, he comes from a very, very big family of riders. We've got Fuad Baharuddin, Ahmad Zamani as well. But right now, he's being really pushed very hard by Rizal Jantan, the man who won race 1. Well, the track is extremely dry, as you can see, as they come around turn 7 and into turn 8 before they rejoin the main circuit. You can see Rizal Jantan opening out and zooming past Ahmad Nasrul Baharuddin. These two have broken away from a group at the back. They are approximately, well, at the moment looking at about 10-12 seconds behind. And, oh, here we go. Ahmad Nasrul grabbing back the lead once again from Rizal Jantan. And looking at these bikers, really, they are having a real good time. They're not worried about the track conditions because they're nice and dry. Whenever there's a bit of rain and when it's a bit wet, it really causes a whole lot of problems to these riders. As we look at the riders at the back, we're looking at a fantastic battle unfolding between number 24, Muhammad Kanafi Kamaruddin. Don't forget, we've got Ahmad Nizam as well. As we just saw Ahmad Nasrul still leading from Rizal Jantan. And there they are. It's still hammer and tongs. It's got Nasrul going on the inside. And when you have your good line, we just saw Rizal Jantan having a better line through that corner. And still, we are still seeing the yellow bike in front with the blue bike, Rizal Jantan, having that extra power, that extra acceleration down the home straight there. As we see both the riders, they're trying to move away, weave in left and right. And here we see Rizal Jantan having the drop on Ahmad Nasrul on turn 1. As I did say earlier on, the slowest part of the circuit right here in the north part of the circuit. It's still anybody's race even up to this stage. It could be number 55, it could be Rizal Jantan, or it could be Nasrul, because these two riders are way out all by themselves now. Looking at the second group, we've got Ahmad Nizam, number 25, and Muhammad Kanafi having their own battle, and that is the battle for third place. As we look at these look at the two. Oh, really, hammer and tongs between these two riders. It's Rizal Jantan. We've got Ahmad Nasrul. Ahmad Nasrul still trying to see whether he can keep that pace and be a headband. Right at the checkered flag, it was Muhammad Rizal Jantan. Yes, it's confirmed. Race 2 won by number 55, Rizal Jantan. Ahmad Nasrul had to settle for second spot, with Muhammad Kanafi taking a very good third spot. Now moving on to another category for Heat 2 is the Bikers Mag 150 Cup. And here is going to be also about 20 riders on the grid. We've got a 12-lap race coming up. Well, there they go. It's still a very beautiful dry day right out there at the Sepang track. And as you can see, riders really bearing down on turn 1. And as we always say, they got to be very careful, because if they have not warmed up their tires sufficiently, then getting to tackle turn 1 and turn 2 can be quite tricky. And over here, looking at race 1, it was won by number 22, Muhammad Tarmizi Abu Nasir. And let's see whether he is going to be right on top, because don't forget, the man who won the previous race, the production bikes, Rizal Jantan, is right back in the saddle, and he is on bike number 3. And I know with his type of riding skills and so forth, you can expect Muhammad Rizal Jantan to really turn on the power. And as I speak, he is at the moment leading in Bikers Mag. This is race 2 of the Malaysian Super Series, round 1. right here at the Sepang International Circuit. And he's moving very, very nicely. He's looking at the back. He's already left the pack at the back. We've got Fairoz Abdul Murad riding bike number 56, Muhammad Shafi, bike number 92. We've got even number 22, Muhammad Tarmizi, who won race 1. Well, he is in the second group right at the back. Muhammad Rizal Jantan really showing a super performance at the moment, breaking clear. He now is about approximately 2 seconds ahead of the chasing pack. This is still a race over 12 laps, and 12 laps, as I did say earlier, it really gives a fabulous opportunity to these riders to test their skills on a fantastic race circuit right here at the Sepang track here. And when you think about this particular north part of the track, it's quite technical, because when you look at turn 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 before you come up to 7, it really would have to test the skills of these riders. And as we see Rizal Jantan really pulling out away, running away from the other riders, breaking out almost 3 seconds ahead of the chasing pack. He is really riding a very, very good race. We've got Muhammad Fairoz Abdul Murad really trying to close the gap, not close enough to the man who's setting a scorching